Let's see if this works. Oh, look at that.
Clean.
It's
I
clean.
see you.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
So we've got the podcast, the first inaugural b4nny podcast here. I'm happy to have Habib as my first guest. We're gonna talk about all kinds of things. Of course, some TF2 topics, maybe some other topics that are, you know, more personal, maybe more out there, maybe a surprise, but some fun stuff nonetheless. Um, so to start us off, Habib, please introduce yourself.
Welcome to the legendary podcast. Everybody, if y'all are just tuning in, I am Habib, teammate to b4nny, Demoman for Team Froyo Tech. If you didn't already know, finally got a haircut after months.
Looks
Feeling
good.
like a snack, looking like a snack, smelling like a snack. You already know.
Tasting like a snack? What do you think?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, excellent. So, yeah, as you mentioned, Habib, one of the greatest demo men of all time, current teammate of mine on Froyo Tech. And so let's start there with some TF2 stuff. So most people probably know you from, what you do right now. You're the Froyo Tech demo man. But maybe you could give us a quick rundown of your history in TF2, how you got started, some key moments that you
Oh man.
remember.
Oh man. From the very beginning or from the competitive beginnings? What would you like
Um,
to know? Because that's a long history, to be honest with you.
I mean, do what's important. Hold on.
Okay.
Are you able to boost your mic level? People are saying you're a bit quiet.
Yeah, I did notice that. Let me see if I can adjust my settings. Audio settings. Okay. Is that better? Hold on. It's auto adjusting the mic level. Okay, there you go. Is that better?
You sound louder to me.
Yeah? Okay, how about now? Okay, I'm gonna just put that all the way up. Fuck it.
Crank it.
Oh shoot, wait. Sorry for the non-Christian words.
You can say whatever you want. Well, don't get me banned on Twitch.
Yeah. Fair enough. If you get banned on Twitch, I'm getting banned on Twitch. That's how it goes.
Yeah. I think you're good. I think you're good.
Okay, sounds good. All right,
All right,
so
yeah. So your TF2 history.
CSO history. All right, so one of my friends who I still talk to this very day, my boy, he got me to install Steam back in grade 8. I thought it was a virus. Everybody already knows the story. Everybody knows the story. I thought Steam was a virus. They told me to install TF2. And along with TF2, they told me to sign up for UGC. So right off the get-go, I basically always knew about competitive TF2. It was very interesting. My friends in elementary school were UGC Steel spy mains. I'm like, what? And then once we got to high school, about 2-3 years later, I told him, yo, I'm a platinum UGC demo man.
Wow.
Come at me, finesse.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, I mean, it really just started off with just me on trade servers. The casual, like what does a person do when they first launch TF2 and first install? Pubs, casual, literally FOV desired 70. You know what I mean? Default settings, everything. Mouse acceleration, trade servers, Minecraft in TF2. Doesn't even make sense. But then I realized I'm like, yo, I like shooting people and I like aiming at people more. So competitive TF2, it is.
Nice.
Yeah, that was like the transition, I guess.
That's interesting that you already knew about like UGC from the early days.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty unique. I think so maybe you were destined to be a competitive player from the very
It's
beginning.
very much so. It's
Okay.
possible.
That's cool.
The stars might have aligned.
All right. So another important moment from your history. Can you talk about how you and I first met, first crossed paths? Because our history goes back before Froyo Tech, in fact.
Actually, yeah, it goes very far back. I think all the way back like 2014, even back when I first got mentored by you when I was an open. I was a complete newbie getting mentored by the best of the best. I don't know what to say. God dang, I was privileged. 5 ping and Banny mentoring me. Come on now.
Yeah, that's to me. That's still crazy that you were on that team in open
Mhm.
just randomly, like purely random, and then years later, now you're my teammate. That's pretty insane to me.
I mean, it was that devotion, that dedication. Man's knew I had to get better.
Yeah. Um, maybe could you also like fill in the gap? Because I knew you or I met you back then. You were an open player. You then made your way into invite. I saw you in
Yeah.
like invite playoffs. But what happened in between?
Yeah, so I mean, what happened was, yeah, I had stopped playing for that open team, and obviously, you and I were out of contact, and pretty much ever since then, I really just played IM a couple of times. My stints in open never really worked out because I was still very very young, and I was kind of cringe back in high school, like very very easily influenced, kind of degen in the dark side, if you know what I mean. And I realized I'm like, all right, I have to let go of something in order to acquire, in order to get to the next level. So had to step my mentality up. We went to IM, decided to take the game a lot more seriously. And honestly, it did not take me too long to get right from IM to invite. It only took 2 seasons. I never even
Wow.
finished open. Yeah, I never really finished open. I kind of just got cut, or like I just didn't keep playing. So kept playing in IM, decided to try really hard. We won IM by the second season. And then from IM into Invite, as you know me, we literally got fourth place for the first season of Invite. That Luca Goers team. That was quite a feat.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Um, quick rise, I guess. Just a
Yeah.
couple seasons of IM and then into invite.
Yep. Straight to the top, baby.
Nice. Okay, so you mentioned Luca Goers. I think that is a very important team. Um, every single player that played on that team went on to be a top invite player.
Exactly. The best of the best.
What was it about that team that made them
It,
so
it's
special?
it's just we were just the last of the new generation to get super powerful. It's that Luca Zoomer blood. It's that McDonald's children paypen gaming. That 5 ping children gaming.
I remember the
You know,
child invasion.
yeah, the child Megazord. Hey, look, Sumnich is there too.
Yeah.
What's up? That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
so um but every single one of those players they've gone on to win invite except for one, as you just mentioned, Mr. Slemnish.
Slemnish. It's
So,
okay. This season, we got him.
do you think the prophecy will be fulfilled, or is the curse too powerful?
Oh, there's no curse. There's no curse. I break curses. I'm a curse breaker.
Okay.
I am the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. If Slemnish wins invite with us, then every single player from that team will have one invite
Yeah, this man
with
deserves for sure.
Froyo though. If Luca Goers came back today, they reformed, do you think they'd still have that magic?
Oh yeah, it would be pretty bad at first, but We were a lot better, or we're a lot better now than we were back then. Back then, we were so inexperienced, emotional children, right out of high school, right into invite. We didn't know anything back then. Now we've matured up, not just as people, but as players as well. And I think we could definitely, if the time ever came, if the boys are ever down to throw up a pug scrim, I think we
That
could
would be fun. What
we would
about like
roll.
a show match or something?
That's what I mean. Like a
You'd
pug
need,
scrim, a show
I
match.
guess you'd need a new medic, but
Oh yeah, about that.
were there any other medics you guys played with?
Oh no, I do not think so. No, we did not play any of the medic.
Were there any other medics that were around at that time that would sort of be a
At
suitable
at
stand-in?
that time,
Was Zilly around that time?
Zilly was around that time. Actually, that season, I believe Zilly was an invite medic for Yomi's. So
Okay.
I believe I believe he
Oh
actually
yeah.
no. That season, okay. Zilly actually played Roamer, but he could have easily played Invite. He can easily play Invite Medic right now. It doesn't even matter.
That's kind of funny actually. You just reminded me. Zilly used to used to be Zilly who, right?
Yeah,
And
Zilly who?
he used to ask me for demo reviews. That's kind of
Yeah.
it's interesting how since I've been around for so long, I get to watch people climb the ranks, you know? And I guess yeah, he was another one of them. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that'd be a fun show match if you could reunite the team and then maybe I could get a roster together
Oh yeah.
and then we could
Nah, but that
yeah.
wouldn't be fair if you got a roster together.
Well,
We would just stomp through everybody.
uh okay,
No,
maybe.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. You
It'd be
never
fun
know.
though.
Yeah, for
Um
sure.
so I guess Luca Goers, was that when you really started getting recognized and getting your name out there in like the invite world?
For sure, especially because that was like my first season of Invite. That was good. But honestly, I would say to get my own recognition out there in Invite, I would say my second season of Invite, which was on Froyo Tech Black. That was the breakout real recognition season.
Mm,
As you know, our old former teammate Dante picked me up under his wing. We
yeah.
had a little brief stint for a season just to fill in. That was good.
What was it like playing on that team? Because then you go from Luca Goers to sort of like quasi Froyo Tech.
Oh yeah, basically it was nervous. It was very like I was kind of nervous, but I actually played really well that season because I don't know, the team just worked out well. It was just it was just like I had to humble myself because literally I just got fourth in invite in my first season. I'm like technically still an invite baby, like I'm a nooblet. But then next thing you know, I'm playing with Shade. I'm playing with Blank, Sizer. These are all OGs, like the OGs of the OGs. They're as OG as you. Blank,
Yeah.
Shade, Sizer, Tagarung. He literally played on a team with you. So that literally, I guess it was quasi Freud's. It was a humbling experience because, I was used to playing somewhat aggressive and stuff. And, the team, they kind of just told me to
You
support.
you certainly don't play aggressive anymore, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Um so did it yeah, I don't know. Did it feel different to start joining those like upper invite teams and playing with those more established players, more well-known players?
Yeah, it was definitely different because I was suddenly playing less of my game, but I think I did a pretty good job of incorporating my game into playing and supporting with more experienced players. It's basically like just playing with higher experienced players allowed me to iron out my own mistakes more and kind of just like adapt and compensate for certain things and that were lacking, I guess, in the play style, or perhaps I just wasn't as experienced.
Mhm.
Think they would want me to do a certain thing. I would like either learn it or try to reason with them. Hey, maybe it's not a good idea, guys. Things like that.
Yeah. So you mentioned that you, I don't know, brought your own like play style to the team. Can you describe maybe what your play style entails? What are your, I don't know, qualities? What make you a good player? What are your
Uh,
strengths?
oh well, definitely my greatest strength. I'm not even gonna. You guys already know this. It's my ability to hit pipes. That pipe game is on fleek. You know what I mean? The 10 ping really helps, but it's my deathmatch capabilities for sure. That's for sure. Most of the times I'm like, if something's not going right, you'll just hit an air pipe. Maybe not the smartest thing, but I have some really good deathmatch capabilities, fast reaction times. It helps a lot. Um, and I think another thing is I think I calm quite a bit too. Like I'm not like the type of silent person. Sometimes I'll go quiet, but a lot of the times I'm like communicating and coordinating with my team.
Mhm.
I like to do that like all the time, honestly. I think those are those are my biggest strengths.
Okay. Anything you're still trying to master? Anything you're trying to improve on these days?
Just staying consistent, honestly, and just like trying to work on my own pacing. Like my biggest weakness has always been just taking my time, slowing myself down. That's still gonna be a thing forever, to be honest with you, because my issue is not speeding up. It's always been slowing down.
Mm.
I'm like a bullet. Like that's in either the best way or the worst way. It's a
Yeah.
dual-edged sword, you know.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think and you yourself, you've seen that you've experienced that firsthand, both in the good aspect and in the bad aspect. Sometimes I get a bit too caught up, but sometimes I just roll through straight up.
Yeah. For sure. definitely, like you said, it has its pros and cons, but for the most part, it's been pretty good. I think having that super high ceiling is always a good thing, um, and just that X factor, you know. Yeah. Something you mentioned was you have fast reaction time. I also think you have insane reaction time for like sticky
Yeah,
traps. I've never
yeah.
seen I've never seen someone get so many like instant sticky trap kills.
Yeah,
So,
it's all in the timing, you know. Been doing the same thing for about 3 to 4 thousand hours now. So eventually, you put those amount of hours in anything, I believe, just like how you have as well. You know, you're bound to get better. You know, you're
yeah.
bound to get better. Been doing the same thing for 3,000 to 4,000 hours.
Yeah.
It's good. Not gonna stop anytime soon, though. You already know.
Okay, that's good. Um all right, here's a bit of a hypothetical question. So,
Okay, okay. Feel free to spice it up whenever you want, man.
yeah,
This is your podcast,
maybe
baby.
maybe a little bit spicy, but
Okay.
I-58, okay?
All right.
If you went to I-58 with us, do you think we would have won?
Yeah, I think so.
What
I'm not even gonna front right now.
what would you have done differently?
Aggress, hold down chokes, lock it all out, rolled out to mid. All of that. All of that.
You'd roll out to mid? Are you sure?
Yo, I try. Sometimes I walk, sometimes I crawl, but you must crawl in order to walk. You must walk first in order to run, and you must run in order to jump and fly.
Yeah, I
You know what I
mean,
mean?
if you can roll out to mid, then I already believe you. So that we
And
would have
plus,
won.
my shoulder was still intact back at that land, so I definitely would have slain out.
Yeah.
And even then, I actually did have LAN experience, even though I had never won invite or gotten into invite at all.
What LAN had you played?
I played at some Toronto LANs with Mangachu and Lucrative back in
Oh,
2015. Can you believe that? I was in high school and I played on a team with Mangachu and Lucrative. Throwback
yeah.
times.
Damn. Yeah, it seems like I don't know. You found a way to really get in there with a lot of experienced players, and I guess it's just because you were a good player that you found it easy to
Yeah.
just get in there.
And honestly, this is just for all the newcoming players that are watching this podcast too. Like, realistically speaking, like, you know, don't be like a leecher, but stay devoted, stay trying to improve, and just stay normal, stay chill. And I feel like eventually you will like things will just align for you. You will get
Yeah.
into the higher upper echelons of skill in this game. You know, it's all about that. Just how you want to put in that work, really,
Yeah, for sure.
and just put yourself out there. Don't be afraid and nervous of people who play video games, especially this game. So, we're like the nicest people ever. These TF2 players, somewhat,
Yeah.
somewhat.
I don't think there's too many bad apples. Um all right. So you joined the team. I guess it was after I-58. We made some roster
Yep.
changes, and you joined Froyo officially.
Oh yeah.
So going from Froyo Black to, you know, the real deal, was that any different?
To be honest, that felt it definitely did bring a different sense of anxiety because it's like, oh, okay, all right, I finally made it. Like Froyo Tech, but I gotta make sure I fill those shoes in properly. I did not even for a second think that the moment I joined you guys season 23 at ESCA, I did not think for a second that okay, this is gonna be a free victory. In fact, I actually was dreading more the opposite, where I'm like, okay, I joined, now we're gonna lose because of me. That's what
Mm,
I was actually thinking for probably a long time when I first had joined. But you know, there's that pressure that you deal with subconsciously, and the key is you don't want to let it get to you, and you want to stay focused even in high pressure situation. So I think that season, then we ended up winning that, and that was just like, all right, all right. I still have a lot of things to prove though. We just won our first season. This is only the beginning. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Straight up.
it was just the beginning, because since then it's been what, 4 years?
Yeah, it's been actually almost 5 years. In September, it'll be 5 years.
That's insane.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, 4 years. It's hard to believe. Uh, most people hardly stay on a team for like 4 seasons, you know, 4 weeks.
Yeah, for
Like
4 weeks, 4 days, 4 hours.
sometimes 4 scrims,
Oh, yeah,
sometimes.
four
That
scrims.
might be all it
Oh
takes.
man, 4 minutes.
um,
Oh,
but yeah, I don't know, how have you managed to stay on the team? How have we kept it together? What do you think?
well, the greatest advantage that I had was the fact that I started playing this game as young as I did. I was about 14. So
Well,
this was like my TF2 was the first FPS game I ever played. Then well, maybe I played like Soldier Front and CS Source when I was like 7 years old, but that doesn't count because I literally mained RuneScape. Like I would click on a screen.
yeah.
But TF2 was the first ever FPS like
Wait,
ever.
you're forgetting something. There's
Am
another
I?
FPS that you like to play.
Which one?
I believe you made a lot of YouTube videos for this game. Minecraft?
Minecraft is not an FPS.
What?
Minecraft is like Fortnite without the guns. Seriously, more like seriously, Minecraft is literally Fortnite without the guns, unless you got the SDK gun mod.
There's a bow and arrow. Come on, we're hitting air
The
shots with that.
SDK gun mod. I had an AK-47. I was sniping creepers across the map, but this was in beta 1.6. Now the game is like being released like 4 different times.
Yeah, the good old days. Hassanular and Darth Hassan were your previous names.
Oh yeah, of course. That was way back in the day. I guess that was the FPS experience, the Minecraft SDK gun mod. But other than that, I had not played any FPS games at all. So TF2 was the first. And it ever since then, it's just my aim has been built around just this game, really. Like that's what allowed my aim to get good in every other game. It's because of this game. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
TF2, I always say is a good like foundational game for FPS. Like, if you're good at TF2, you can probably be off to a good start in any FPS. What do you think?
I definitely agree with you because our game, it's so fast paced. It's like obviously it's not as fast paced as Quake because that's the fastest there is. But like this game is like pretty fast. Like there's Quake and then there's our game. I definitely think our game is definitely like the second fastest game. You know what I mean in terms of pace, character movement, speed, aiming. The fact that you have to move and aim at the same time, that will set you up for a lot of other games. I don't
Yeah.
know, and especially just some of the aim is slightly different and the movement mechanics are different too, but it's not too hard to translate that into other games once you get like really good.
Yeah. And you could go to games that have tracking, that
Exactly.
have projectiles,
Yeah.
whatever. TF2 might prepare you for just about anything. I've always appreciated that about this game.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. We got a couple more TF2 related questions, but then we might start exploring some other things.
All right.
So at this point, you've played TF2 for a long time. You said you started when you were 14.
Yes.
How many hours do you have in the game, and what keeps you playing? What keeps you going?
Well, my total hours in TF2 is about 13,000, but I don't know about 4,000 of those are AFK hours. Right? I don't want to seem too crazy out here because man's used to AFK idle a lot. You know, leaving your game on for like pugs in between pugs over the course of years. You know, it adds up. But
Not to
I don't have.
4,000 hours.
Let's just say
Just own it, Habib. You
I
play
did
a lot
not
of
play.
TF2. It's
I
okay.
no. I mean, Steam literally says in game time 9,000 hours, like
Okay.
in server,
You
the
say
actual server
so.
play time.
If you say so.
I definitely AFK'd quite a bit, but
Okay.
what was the second question? Oh, what keeps me playing, right?
Yeah.
What keeps
Yeah.
me going? I mean, honestly, playing with you guys is a lot of fun. I know, people would be like, "Oh, Habib, you don't have anything left to prove and stuff," but it's for me, it's more about like just keep doing what I enjoy doing and eventually trying to make it very monetizable. You know what I mean? And there's also definitely a lot that I can give back to the community as well. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I feel like I still have quite some things left to do. And honestly, winning, it's fun. Winning and getting better, even if we lose. Like we've lost, even though we end up winning the season, we've lost plenty of seasons or plenty of matches and stuff, even regular seasons. But we always
Yeah.
step up for the playoffs. Just that competition, it's like, oh, okay, I can't fall off now. What's the point? Like, yeah, we've been winning and stuff, but I can't go out with a loss. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe when that time comes to quit, it'll be organic. I want it to be organic, but for now, I don't plan on stopping. I have a lot of
Alright.
fun.
Yeah, I definitely resonate with a lot of that. Certainly if we ever lose, that would not be something that would sit right with me. We definitely need to have a redemption run back season, always try to end on a W. That's just part of me. Um, and I think there's some things still to look forward to that keep me going.
Same.
I mean, hopefully we'll have more LAN tournaments once the world
Absolutely.
is open again. Hopefully, RGL Pugs will be something that stimulates the competitive scene a bit.
Exactly.
Those things in particular for me are the things that I'm most looking forward to, I'd say.
I would agree with you on that, especially that land. Whew, it's like every time you feel like you're done with TF2 and you're done competing, then land season comes and that competitive that slight ember, it turns into a fire again. It's that
Yeah.
competitive drive, that competitive spirit, that fire, and not only that, just the chill vibes that land too. It's all fun.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of LAN, do you have any I don't know, favorite LAN memories or stories or anything?
All right. Well, I mean, most significant lands for sure was the Rewind 1 Redemption arc, the Rewind 2 Throne Keeping, Throne Watching, Watch the Throne by Jay-Z and Kanye. We gotta hold on to that throne, baby girl.
Yeah, I think I was actually scrolling through your Twitter when I was trying to think of topics to ask you about, and I saw, I think,
For
a
sure, for
Jay-Z
sure.
quote or something. I was like, the hard part isn't getting on top, it's staying on top or something like that.
Exactly. The hard part is not getting the throne, it's keeping it.
All right.
For sure. Because anybody can get to the top, but can you stay consistent? Can you hold on to that spot? That's the hard part for sure.
Yeah. You say Rewind 1 was Redemption? How come?
Well, because you guys had just lost I-58.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
talking about
Redemption
redemption
for
for,
us.
for
Okay.
North America, baby. Come
Oh,
on now. We're
okay.
on top for the continent, for the people.
Okay. I appreciate that. All right, that's good. Um, okay, yeah. For me, those were definitely great lands. So many good ones. I've been to like 30 lands, so it's hard to narrow it down, but definitely like the Rewind 2 era was some of the best.
Oh
I
yeah,
think our
definitely.
team just had really good I don't know, camaraderie and
Yeah.
antics. It was
We were
fun.
all good friends.
Yeah. All right. Sort of on that topic, you've traveled to America. You've traveled for your own purposes around the world, but I'm curious on your perspective. What's it like coming to America as a Canadian? Is there anything that stands out to you? Yeah.
Uh I don't know. You guys are like kind of the same, but like not the same. I don't know. It's like it's weird. It's hard to explain. Like sometimes Canada feels like the 51st state of America that should have been, but at the same time, we're like so much more different from you guys. At least from every time I came down there, it seemed pretty right. But when I went to the raid part of town, when I went to the hills, hell yeah, Kaikonas
You like it out
in,
there?
in, in Pennsylvania, I mean, the vibes were different. Let's just say that the vibes were a bit different over there. Like where it was GXL4 or RGB4.
Uh-huh.
That was in Hale, yeah, territory. I was in that territory, and
Yeah.
it was different. It was like, okay, this is, I could get used to this, but at the same time, the energy doesn't seem right. I feel like I don't belong here. But other than that, like California, if I was gonna move anywhere, um, if I was gonna move anywhere in the United States, it'd probably be like New York, California, even though they're hella expensive. I know that they're mad
Yeah.
expensive, but I'd move there for sure.
Okay. What do you like about New York?
Uh, it's basically like Ontario. I mean, it's right across.
Okay.
It's the same thing as Ontario.
It's just the
And
American version.
yeah, basically, it really is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. California's nice, but yeah, as you said, can be
And I,
pretty
and yeah,
expensive.
I have some family in California as well. Texas is also pretty cool. Got some family in Texas.
Okay.
I like Florida too because the weather's too nice in Florida.
All right.
But yeah.
What about other places in the world? I know you've traveled to Saudi Arabia. Where
Oh
else? You've
yes.
been to Sweden?
Yeah, Sweden
Um,
was nice. Sweden was nice.
any other places in the world that you enjoy?
Um, well, I enjoy honestly. I mean, I don't complain, so I enjoy it basically everywhere I go. Even when I was back in 2011, I went to Pakistan, had like diarrhea for 2 weeks.
Oh
I still
God.
enjoyed that. I got bit by 40 mosquitoes. It's all good. It's all good. That was still fun. But places I do want to go and visit to enjoy would be like Denmark. Um, more parts of maybe the UK, like England. I haven't really been to London properly or like England.
Mm-hmm.
We only went to Birmingham, and that place was kind of ugly. It's
Yeah.
like it was just gloomy, raining, and it was for land, so it's all
Yeah.
good.
Tends to be.
Maybe Australia as well. I've never been there before.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go there. They got
Yeah,
that. They keep having those Australia lands.
and land down under.
It's tempting, isn't it?
It is very tempting.
Okay.
We just need that quick sponsorship, and we're good. We hop on
Yeah.
a flight, hop out the beach.
Yeah. Hop into a 14-day mandatory quarantine.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's so funny. My city's doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem
Oh yeah,
for
definitely.
traveling, for lands and stuff. But hey, boot camp, maybe. That'd be
That's
kind
a
of
different
fun.
that's a different kind of boot camp if you ask me.
Yeah. We we ride together, we die together.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. So here's a couple other questions for you. Will we ever make a roster switch where you're not on demo? What do you think?
Next season?
That's what I'm saying.
Next season. We might have to. We'll
All
keep
demo?
Sumnish, keep him on Pocket Scout. Your demo, even with 70 ping, it works. My pocket with 10 ping though.
Never seen someone feed faster.
Oh yeah. The faster the ping, the faster the feed. It just makes
Yeah,
sense.
exactly.
Seriously.
I
Come
actually
on
want to
now.
try it. I think we should.
I mean, I think it'll work.
There's gonna be that off-season tournament.
Ooh, I don't know if we
Is
risk
that too
that.
too high
That's
stakes?
that's a bit too high stakes. I'm trying to win.
Yeah, same. We'll see.
We'll
We'll
see
we'll
for
test the
sure.
waters, but the people want to see it. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Another question. We often joke or maybe half joke about the concept of a Froyo team house, Froyo mansion. Do you do you genuinely want it to happen? Would you actually follow through with it?
That's not no joke.
Okay.
We're just stacking. You already know what it is. We're just stacking and grinding. That will happen. We will speak it into existence.
Okay.
We're gonna have the craziest content ever. It'll be like a crazy TikTok house, except everybody's actually talented and makes sick frags happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, visualize the Froyo mansion. What does it look like? What are the necessities?
All right. Well, obviously some fast internet.
Okay.
What's
Mandatory.
a gaming and what's an esports house without internet connection? All right.
Is that
We
it?
obviously need a sick gym. What's a sick esports athlete if he's not actually an athlete? If he's not fixing his body? What if his body breaks down on him? He dislocates his shoulder, flicking to the right. That actually happened to me once.
Yeah.
I had to set that back and snap right back into place. That was so bad. That really happened 2 days ago.
I've seen that in movies, but I didn't think it could happen from bragging.
It just happens, you know.
Yeah.
That's, you gotta take care of yourself.
Okay. What
But
else? What else
we're
in
gonna
the
get a
Froyo
gym.
mansion? Yeah.
I mean, I know you like music. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely like music.
Ooh,
We might have
maybe
to
a
make
recording studio.
a studio for sure.
Okay.
You already know.
I like it.
Hit up Dr. Dre, have him mix and master that. Okay, okay. I'm already just telling the future right now. I think we should probably skip to the next topic. We can't unveil too much, Manny. What are you
Okay.
doing? We can't tell these people everything.
Well, it's a teaser, and it keeps us focused on the future. All right. But yeah, I am actually really curious to try something like that.
Definitely,
To be honest.
me too. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. If nothing else, it would just be fun to try. Okay. Um, TF2 topic. Have you ever had any ideas about maybe some interesting Demoman items, some new items? An
I
AK-47, is that actually what you want?
Ooh. I mean, I would say a hit scan item on Demoman will throw off the entire dynamic of how the class was played, the skill ceiling of the class. I had a conversation actually with another top level Demoman by the name of Badonsky. I think
Yeah.
you remember that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and I talked about the concept of Demoman receiving a shotgun,
Mm-hmm.
and we both agreed that it would dumb down the class quite a bit. However, at the same time, I definitely have thought about several other different sticky bomb launchers and just items, but I need to actually learn how to make it. I think you use Blender, right? To make those weapons?
Make models, yeah.
Yeah, to make models. Yeah. So me and Eric, we definitely had concepts for different items for both demo, pyro, all these different classes and stuff. And obviously thinking of it is not the hard part, but actually executing it and bringing it into life, that's the hard part.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay. So I've got a couple, I guess, more personal questions, I guess you could say. Um, I think that you are pretty open about the fact that you have some form of ADHD.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm curious how that has affected your life, gaming, things like that.
Well, that's a good question. I actually get asked this question all the time, and like I'm actually kind of glad because most of the people who do ask me this question generally have ADHD type symptoms and things like that. I mean not for at first, pretty much for the majority of my life, it was really bad. But the thing is, it was, and then until I realized that okay, something's not right, and I need to start working on it. But obviously, you can't just be like taking drugs and stuff to make your ADHD go away. I mean, you could, and most of the time that is the treatment, but you're only treating the symptoms and not the actual root cause.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously the first part was understanding like what was what is causing me to not focus and stuff, what is causing me to not sit still, things like that. Eventually over time you learn that you're able to control it, but you have to do a lot of things to set up. Like there's a lot of important lifestyle changes that you got to make. For example, like your diet. Is your diet on point? Is your training, exercise? Are you doing any of that? Because those things, they make like a huge difference, and at least the way I can think and I can focus. And once you start to understand these patterns, okay, if I sit and stare at my monitor for like 4 hours, obviously, that'll probably stop me from being able to focus. So you gotta find out these patterns, catch it when you can, and then try to do things to like really negate it and have it not affect you. Because ADHD, it could be either the greatest curse in your life or the greatest gift. It is a dual-edged sword, straight up. And I've had so much experience with this and the medication that the psychiatrist and the government would give me, and like I'm good. I know how to control it now. I know how to focus even without all that stuff now. And I'm natural. We're all good, and I'm playing the best I've ever had, to be honest.
Nice.
Yeah.
In what ways does it benefit you? You say it can be a blessing?
Well, I honestly think sometimes people, they say, "Oh, you have ADHD. You can't focus." And while that's kind of true, when you do focus, you like go into like this absolute zen like you go into like this next level hyper focus. It's hard for me to explain because I've only ever like when you're in it, you literally are like you don't like you just zone in, like you're just in the zone. You are in absolute utter flow state. I cannot be touched. That's why I'm hitting every single pipe. When I'm not missing, I'm reading people through walls and stuff. Like you just are on top. You have everything under control. That's when it is a blessing. And another thing that I've noticed for ADHD, you know how ADHD people are like, oh, I can't focus. But even just that spasticness,
Yeah.
you're able to keep track of multiple things at the same time. So I know where the enemy scout is underneath. I know where the roamer is. I know where the pocket is. I know where the demo is. I know where the other scout is. I know where the medic is. Things like that.
Wow.
And just being able to keep track of multiple things at once. Obviously, no human can multitask effectively to 100%, but I feel like I sort of can. Like, I don't know what it is. I feel like I can focus on like that spastic, being able to just, shift, like not losing focus, but like shifting your focus onto multiple things at once. And then it's just, I don't know. I'm just trying to compare it into TF2 terms, really.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
Yeah, but it's good to hear that you feel like you have it under control these days. So
For sure.
I'm happy for you. All right. Another similar topic. Um, you are a fan of smoking weed. I'm curious, similar, how has that affected your life gaming? Like, um, how does that play into the Habib that we know today?
I mean, do I recommend doing that if you're not experienced? Definitely not. But it's something that works for me, and it's something that I don't let it get out of hand too much. You know what I mean? Like I make it functional for me.
Yeah.
Uh it- Obviously I'm not gonna say that I'm not slightly dependent, you know, because I do get kind of upsetty if I don't have my one spliff a day, keep the evil away. You know what I mean?
So you've already met the quota for today.
Yeah,
Okay.
kinda. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna go on a little break very soon. Probably
Mhm.
after the season, actually. So that next season we'll probably try clean gaming, like completely clean gaming. You know,
Okay.
absolutely halal gaming.
Okay. Okay.
Um, but yeah, how does it affect me? I mean, obviously, if you start at a younger age, it'll affect your brain in ways, you know, in ways. Everybody reacts to it differently. You know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, don't do it, because my whole point here, even when I'm on stream, I'll be like, I try to educate and not really try to prohibit, because the human mind, the curiosity, people are gonna do it anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
And you know, it does make you slightly inconsistent and maybe a little bit cloudy, maybe a little bit lazy as well. Like you won't be as driven to do work, but you know, that's all on you, your discipline, your lifestyle, you know, how you can manage it, things like that. You know, every individual is different, so I just
Yeah.
do what works for me.
Yeah. I'm honestly baffled that you're so like good at TF2 while you're high or whatever. Cause
Yeah.
I've tried like taking edibles and then playing TF2. I just lose any desire to win. And that's like that's not
Ego
me.
death. Oh, are you sure you're not taking mushrooms?
No, it's I just I
What?
I um I don't know what it is. I indulge in the silliness too much where I just don't care what happens.
Ah,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
for me, okay. See, see, uh, for me, it's like it depends on the strain as well. There are some strains that like literally make you not miss at all, and some strains that just put you to sleep. So those are the ones obviously before scrims. I normally set my intention on my mind before I decide to indulge in that. Like
Mhm.
I don't indulge anymore to just get messed up or get you know effed up and just you know get lazy and stuff. I even before, you know, I take a hit and I ask the plant for information, and then I thank the plant afterwards. Please help me hit every shot. Thank you. And then I don't miss a shot. Simple
Wow.
as that.
Okay.
But at the
Interesting.
same time, reason why I can play so well, if I'm being really honest with you, is because my tolerance is so sky high. My tolerance is in the stratosphere somewhere up there. Like I don't even feel anything from it, you know? Like I don't, that's why, you know, you got to be careful with how much you take.
Yeah, maybe that's what it would take for me is
You
like
know, like
if
this, if I hit this,
oh man, he's gone.
nothing,
Oh,
nothing,
you
no
don't feel it?
feeling, no
Okay.
feeling, nothing, nothing.
Yeah.
Gotta do it, gotta overdo it in order to feel it, but that's not good. It's like a
Okay.
perma fry.
That's
Anyways,
interesting. Okay.
yeah.
Um again related and maybe more of a serious real topic. You have also encouraged people to be careful with using other substances. Do you
Oh,
think you could
absolutely.
give the people a little bit of your thoughts on that?
I mean, like I said, I focus on educating people all the time and stuff. You know, I tell them my experiences because it's like a warning. You know what I mean? Like I don't want people like a lot of people. You know, they say like other drugs and stuff. You gotta really be careful about that. You know, I've gone through. I tell people my experiences, what I've gone through, and I just like remember the horror stories, just the anxiety. Even though you're on meds, you still have like this overlying anxiety and stuff. You know, it's just not, it's not worth it. And so I try to like help people to the better path, even though like, like I've been in a dark place before. Let's just say that everybody goes through dark places, and sometimes you want to go to desperate measures to get rid of those, to escape from that situation in the time being,
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, I just tell people to stay away. If anybody got real issues, I try to help them with their issues at the core. I don't tell them, distract yourself, do this, do that. It's not going to help them. Just try to help them in the most genuine, authentic form. Things that actually help me, like, just mindfulness, meditation, working out, things like that. Things like that help a lot for a lot of people. Try to just show people the light.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely good advice. Try to make good choices, I always say. Try to um, take control in what ways you can, and it will
Yeah.
slowly improve
Yeah.
those
Never let
areas.
things spiral out. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Um, Now we can go back to some other, gaming topics. Only a couple more here, and
Mm-hmm.
then we'll do a quick lightning round, and then we'll do maybe some questions from the audience. All
Sounds
right.
good.
So are you interested in any other esports games to watch or to play? And could you ever see yourself being a competitor or personality content creator for a game that isn't TF2?
Definitely. There are a couple games that I could see myself, becoming a content creator for, and games that I do watch. In fact, even just today, I was watching Astralis versus Team Liquid. They were I still like watching CS:GO quite a bit, and I even used to play CS:GO when I was like 14, 15. Got to Eagle on an Intel Pentium 4. It's pretty solid.
Nice.
Uh, CS:GO, any arena FPS game, honestly, I feel like I would love playing, watching, creating content for. I definitely think that just if it's a good FPS game, I will like stream it, play it, whatever, because I just need to be able to enjoy it. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even Valorant, it's fun to watch, but I don't know if I can actually play that game all the time. Call of Duty is fun, but I can't stream that game. That's the problem. My computer's not good enough.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
So you'd be more inclined to be a COD player than a Valorant player, you'd say?
yeah, like Call of Duty, anything that's fast, really, really fast paced. So like arena FPS, such as like Diabolical, some sort of Quake game,
Yeah.
TF2 type games even as well. Like something that has just fast moving projectiles, hit scan, something like anything like that. Honestly, I know there's definitely new games that might be made in the future. That'll be hopefully the games to play. But until then,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I've just been playing fast-paced games, really.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've always felt like TF2 sort of raised my standards for games, so it's hard for me to really get into other games these
yeah,
days.
I feel you on that.
So for me to switch to another game, it would either have to be like an absolute masterpiece,
Oh yeah,
or I would have to have some other motive forcing me to make changes. You know what I mean?
definitely. And finding a masterpiece game like TF2 in today's current age, woo!
Yeah, that's tough.
That's a tough one. That one's stiff. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So
Good luck.
we just keep waiting. We're pretty patient. TF2 players tend to be.
Mm-hmm.
We've been around for a while, and we're fine just playing TF2 until that day may come.
Eventually.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to another one of your interests is music you mentioned earlier. Have you produced any fire lately?
Nope. I've
What?
uh I've had the worst producer block,
Oh,
you could say. Just music block, really. Just like, I mean, it's been slowly coming back, but I really want to accumulate all that energy. But realistically speaking, I mean, I've been like trying to focus on making my second highlight video. I haven't really been doing too much music stuff, just focusing on the content.
mm.
Video coming soon. Video coming soon. All
Yeah. I
right.
think I think yesterday you promised it was gonna come out last night. But my subscription inbox looking a bit empty from of
It's
Habib
all good.
videos.
It's all good.
What
It'll
happened
it'll
there?
it'll it'll come out soon. It'll come out soon. It's all about that quality. I could just put it out, but I want to put a little bit of sparkle in that.
Okay. Well,
Um,
the last
but
one did
yeah,
deliver, so hopefully the
the
next one will.
the music stuff like production on FL Studio. I've just been, I I really enjoy it. It's fun, and I realized there actually is a way to take that extracurricular, that hobby, that talent, and you can monetize that. You always want to look at things you enjoy in this life. That's one thing I noticed. You always want to look at things you enjoy in this life and say, "Yo, can I make money from this?" Because if you can make a full-time living from that, your life will just be so much better from just doing something you enjoy. Music is great. TF2 is great. Why not try to work and make it a reality?
Yeah. Turn your
You know,
passions into a career, maybe.
exactly. And
Then
and
it
even
doesn't feel
still,
like work.
yeah, it really doesn't even feel like work. Like I'll produce a pretty sick beat, like a fire drill beat, and I'll send it to my boy, and he'll record over it. And that's what that he did that. He
Nice.
recorded over that with the whole effects and everything. I'm like, dang. But yeah, I haven't really been producing anything as of lately because I don't know, haven't been feeling motivated. I've just been trying to focus on TF2, like the video gaming stuff, because that one's obviously the priority, and obviously working out, things like that in real life.
Hmm. What usually gives you like inspiration for music? Do ideas just come to you or
Yeah, I would say it's just an organic process. Like I don't want to force it, because if I try to force it, then it really doesn't like sound as good. You know what I mean? Like if it's like organic and I'm really just flowing with it, then it everything's better. Like the mix quality is better, the music sounds better, the melody, everything, the drums, all that stuff.
I play guitar, so and I think a lot about music like all day. I like
Yeah.
hum a lot just randomly.
Mhm.
And I'm curious what it's like for you. Do you think or do melodies come to your head or is it more like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
rhythms and the
It's literally
drums or
it's sometimes it's a rhythm, sometimes it's like a drum rhythm. I'm just like literally ADHD bugging out in the corner. I'm just like, yeah. And then sometimes I just hear these melodies in my head and I'm just like, okay, this is fire. I gotta put this onto the screen and then we'll be talking.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, if you can transform those ideas into an actual like
Yeah, something that somebody else can listen to.
yeah, that's pretty
Because
awesome.
you hear it so nice in here.
Yeah.
It's all about making other people hear what you're hearing in here too.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
We got to collab sometime on some music.
For sure, for sure.
All right. So I think we might be ready for the lightning round. Just going to ask quick questions, this or that, and then we'll maybe open it up to the audience for some questions, okay? All right.
Mhm.
First question. Naruto or Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Oh, whoo! Who asked these questions? God
These are
damn.
the deep, hard-hitting questions.
Hard hitting for sure. All right. Dang, that's hard. Avatar: The Last Airbender or Naruto?
Yeah,
Dude, I mean,
you got to pick.
Avatar is like a kidder version, like a like a more child friendly version of Naruto. So I'm gonna go and say Naruto, but at the
Uh,
same time, Avatar is about to get rebooted. They're making this thing called Avatar Studios, and they're gonna. It's so close though. I'm not gonna lie. I just think the characters of Naruto were slightly more relatable. I don't know,
okay.
but at the same time, too many fillers. Like half that show is fillers. 300 episodes, fillers. Avatar was also amazing though too. I can't, that's too hard. That doesn't even count. That's like a 49 to that's like a 51 to 49. I can't even like
That
that's too
close.
hard. That's
Okay.
too hard. That's too hard.
Wow. Okay. Um, well, I think the rest of them probably won't be as hard. So, uh, let's do an easy one. Cats or dogs?
Yo, what kind of questions are these, man?
What
Yo.
is that a hard one for you?
Okay. 51 to 49. Cats to dogs. I like cats just a bit more because they're less work, but a dog is a different energy. A dog is like I like both, I'm gonna get a dog once I move out of this house. You know that, right?
What kind of dog?
A German Shepherd.
Oh,
My dad had one, but some terrorist poisoned my dad's dog back home.
what the fuck?
I was like, what? What?
That's fucked up.
But my cat is one like step away from being a wild cat. She is crazy. She's like a dog. My cat is like a dog. My cat is
Oh.
literally a lion. It doesn't even make sense.
Okay, I'm with you on that one. I like cats more, but I'm open to the idea of dogs.
Yeah, it's just two different energies. You know, a cat is one vibe and a dog is a different vibe. If you need
Yeah.
that, like if you need that ADHD, that energy, you know, you're good. That's why you messing with your dog. You go out with your dog. You meet other people with dog. That's how you get girls, by the way. You get a
I've
dog
heard.
and you meet another girl with a dog. That's how you get a girl. But a cat, you know, you're looking for that soothing, just that chill vibe that, you know, you're having like a bad day, you want to cuddle with the cat or with the dog even as well. Like, but you need a bit less energy, you go for the cat.
Okay, makes
The
sense.
best of both worlds, straight up. For me, it's equal. There's no dogs over cats or cats over dogs. I love both equally. You know, I like birds too, like a falcon.
Birds.
But yeah, I'm slightly crazy, but it's okay.
Would you have one as a pet?
Maybe not as a pet because it'd probably kill me.
Yeah. Okay. All right, next one. Banny demo or platinum demo?
Oh, it depends on who's the pocket soldier.
Let's say TLR and Lansky, respective, or Lansky for me, TLR for him.
Then it would be you two for sure, because you two were more simply more dynamic.
Me and Lansky?
Yeah, you two were simply more dynamic, because I remember even at one point, season 13, season 14, I remember I studied this very, very in depth, or watch your demos. You would actually separate off from your combo, go push the flank, and do that self-sustaining theorem, where you're not taking the beam, just as Platinum would do it. So at that point, I knew, I'm like, all right, if Banny can do what Plat does, but Plat does not do what Banny does all the time, then Banny might be better.
Okay, I like it.
You know,
You passed the test.
But you still need to win an intercontinental LAN as demo. You still haven't won on demo. You lost the Plat on demo. God dang.
Yeah.
Nah, to be honest, Maki lost, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, that is still a glaring omission from my trophy case.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
As they say, eventually, next T.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay.
We'll see.
All right, next one. Day or night?
So I'm like the living embodiment of that meme. Like your brain at 2 p.m. versus your brain at 2 a.m. Like you're asleep at 2 p.m., but
Yeah.
at 2 a.m. you're just like, you're just ready. You're just in it. You're just ready. At 2 a.m, I don't get it. Like I think I'm nocturnal.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make sense.
Do you prefer being that way?
Well, the issue is actually it's the sleep schedule, really. Because if I want to wake up and have a nice sleep schedule and be energetic, like I get tired when I wake up at 8, 9, 10 p.m. But if I wake up at 5 to 6, then I'm lit. Then I'm super nice. But the issue is, if I'm gonna be waking up at 5, 6 in the morning, I'm definitely missing scrims. So TF2 is the reason why I'm not a superhuman. Simple as that.
Wow.
Imagine having a consistent sleep schedule and being a gamer. Yeah, nobody who's watching this has a consistent sleep schedule.
Yeah, it can be tough.
And if it's consistent, it's like we're talking about like 8 in the morning to like 4 p.m. consistency. That type of sleep schedule. I'm not gonna cap. I'm calling out everybody that's watching this.
Yeah, I've been on that one. Okay.
No, I'm just playing. I mean, I'm guilty of that. It's just so easy to mess up a sleep schedule. You just have to stay up.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only way to solve it. All right, next one. Indica or sativa?
Another weed question.
Yeah.
So this is what I was talking about. Some strains, you're like, okay, thank you for the energy. I will not miss. Those are the sativas.
Okay.
You take a sativa, it has to be the right one, because some sativas might cause anxiety, some might take away that anxiety. Like I said, every individual is different. I'm dropping some gems right now. If you smoke weed and play video games, all right? This is that education fortress. Here's what you do. Before scrims, you have a little hit of the sativa and you're in the zone. When you're trying to wind down at nighttime, you're trying to chill out, you're trying to relax, you have the indica. And that's the strategy. That is how you use it properly and not abuse it. You know?
Very interesting. Okay. Next question. Destiny or free will?
Free will. You are the creator, Neo. You are the one. This is your matrix. This is your Play-Doh ball. You will mold it in whatever direction and shape you want it to go in. All right?
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Diamond chain or diamond watch?
Plain Jane watch, no diamonds. It loses its value.
Really?
You got to retain its value. If you bust it down, an AP watch, you busting it down means adding diamonds to it. That makes it slightly lose its value. If you keep it plain, it retains its value and you can sell a watch. Necklace is more of a liability because that can get stolen. Necklace is whatever, but if you have a watch will retain your value. So a watch.
Okay. Interesting.
Ooh, bangers. I like these questions.
Yeah. All right. Killing floor or balloons?
Somebody's definitely been looking at my Steam profile. You don't answer that question without, you don't ask that question without looking at my hours per 2 weeks. Definitely balloons. I have 60 hours in the past 2 weeks, and about 50 of them, 50 of them are balloons because I'm just addicted. I don't know what to do. Someone help me. Someone please save me. I don't know what I'm doing with myself.
Yeah, you were playing it just before this. I saw you.
I could literally make like 400 episodes of the Book of Habib, but I'm still playing balloons. What am I doing? Someone help me.
Maybe that's your future, a balloons YouTuber.
But killing floor we need to do a Team Froyo Tech killing floor. Yeah. Killing floor 2 is what you get when you mix Team Fortress 2 and Left 4 Dead 2, and it's 6 players. We should do a Froyo Tech killing floor. Me and Tyler were already max level, and so is Jay. Actually, if we ever want to get Jay Hewn in. Yeah, Jay's. We love our zombie games. Headshots only. Brap, wave 30, and then we get killed by the boss.
All right. All right. I think this is the final one for the lightning round. A gugu or a chakamisku? Which one, Habib?
A gugu.
Good choice. What even is a chakamisku?
I don't know. I think I was watching Lilo and Stitch and I was so fried. I'm like, Ohana means family. Straight up. I was just making sounds. Like, these aren't even words. These are just sounds. These are like, I'm a living soundboard. Why do you think I'm such a good producer on SoundCloud? I just make music and I hear sounds. I'm a frequency, audio frequency.
That's good. You're creative.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, there is one more question that I have. Will you ever have swag?
I'm the living embodiment of swag. I'm literally Drip Wazowski. Hold on. I'll put these guys on.
Oh,
hold on.
You have a prop?
Hold on. Y'all see this?
We don't yet.
Swag.
That's not swag.
That's straight swag. This is swag.
That's dangerous.
Actually, this is dangerous depending on where you live.
Yeah.
That is very dangerous. You're right. If I go 40 minutes west of me, that's dangerous.
Wow. Is that what you wear when you have to go out and they require face coverings?
If I feel like getting shot, yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that those are all my questions for now. Are you down to maybe take some from the audience?
Sure, I'll answer a couple questions, but knowing that that might turn into too many questions, that's what I'm afraid of.
We'll cut it off. We'll do like 5 minutes. Is that fine?
Okay, sure.
All right. So everyone in the Twitch audience, please ask some questions. I will curate them. Which ones I'm gonna ask him? All right. All right. let's see. Ooh. Um, if you could have a TF2 ability in real life, which one would it be?
A TF2 ability in real life, easily self-regen. Come on now. Get a cut. You're good 2 seconds later. All right, I'm good.
Yeah.
Or either that or Uber charge.
Yeah.
If I have to go into a burning house and save someone, Uber myself real quick. I have 8 seconds.
8 seconds. Well, you could just use a vaccinator, fire resistance.
Oh, true. Okay, now we're thinking outside the box.
Yeah, there you go. I would
One-
probably pick some spy stuff.
One
Cloaking.
amazing ability I have from TF2 in real life,
You already have one?
a sandwich.
Oh, you want that?
Everybody has that ability, my guy.
I can't conjure sandwiches.
You
Can
can't you can't make a sandwich?
Well, not out of thin air. They
Oh,
just
and because I live in Canada,
recharges.
the Spicycle.
Okay. All right, let's see. Top 3 artists. I assume musical artists.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay, right now. I see, because that's subjective and it's dynamic. My favorite artists change, but I can say top 3 right now would be oof. That's hard. I'm not gonna lie. I would say right now definitely Pop Smoke. That guy's a great artist, but he lost his life. Most of my favorite artists are dead, unfortunately. That's kind of messed up.
As a classic prog rock fan, I can relate to that, but
yeah. I would say Kendrick Lamar. He's definitely the realest one in the game for sure. And I think third, I'm just gonna say a throwaway. I would say 21 Savage. Excellent workout music, staying real, things like that. Yeah. I have a very diverse taste in music. Right now I'm giving the mainstream approach. All right.
the ones people have heard of.
Yeah. The ones people have heard of, exactly.
Except me, I haven't actually listened to any of those guys.
It's all good. I'm not judging. I listen to like prog rock and stuff, like just like how you do sometimes. But
Yeah.
I don't listen to it primarily, just like how you might have heard like a hip hop song, but you don't listen to it primarily, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's all good.
Okay.
I'm very open to music because I know music, everybody has different tastes and stuff, which is why sometimes opinionated music conversations can go kind of haywire because it's all subjective.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, everyone's got their own taste. All right. Let's see. Do you have any future vision of yourself 10 years from now?
Future vision of myself 10 years from now. Ideally, I'm not gonna be out here in front and be like, yo, 10 years from now, I'm gonna be in a mansion. I'm gonna have like 6 cars, three diamond chains, an AK-47. I mean, ideally, if I could be stable and have made it, let's say, in this streaming thing, content creation, and just being able to support myself, even in just 10 years, you know, just being able to survive and stuff, I think that'd be excellent, honestly. I'm not like a super materialistic person, you know, like I already have everything I need inside right here and somewhat outside right here. But you know, just being able to live would be kind of nice, like being able to eat food and stuff. You know what I mean? Like just for an extra 10 years. I don't know. I want to accomplish a lot of things, but I need to be stable first, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, one step at a time.
Exactly.
All right. Sounds good. I think that that'll pretty much do it though.
For sure.
It's been fun talking to you. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts and giving us that look into the mind of Habib.
Of course.
Do you have any closing remarks? Want to give any mentions about where people can follow you and all that?
Sorry, could you repeat that again?
Any closing remarks or let the people know where they can follow you?
Well, closing remarks. Thank you to everybody for, tuning into this podcast. Obviously, this is b4nny's first podcast. I think it went pretty well, honestly speaking.
Yeah, I'd say so.
If y'all are looking to follow me, you can follow me on twitch.tv/hypothetical. Habib underscore 6ix underscore God. A little bit hard. It's all good. One day you can find me as well on teamfortress.tv, Twitter, Instagram, Steam, all that good stuff.
Here, let
Saying
me
I might have to code myself a website one day, to be honest.
there. I put the name under you. That's your
Perfect.
Twitch at least, and
Yeah.
then I guess they can find your YouTube and Twitter by searching that
Yep.
kind of stuff.
I'm definitely gonna put some of my HTML skills, CSS, that JavaScript. Might have to code myself a website, just to make it easier. That Habib.gg.
Yeah, I'm with the chat. Squarespace. You don't need to overcomplicate it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Cool. Well, that'll do it. Thanks again to Habib. Maybe in the future we'll have more episodes with some of my teammates. Maybe even Habib will make another appearance. It was a fun time. Really appreciate it. And thank you again. Have a good night, Habib.
All right, man. Take care. Peace.
Peace.